Alright, new screensaver, that's nice. So, as I promised, as many of you have been asking me to do, I am stepping back into Dawn Chorus. So, I apologize about the delay. I've been held up. I had knee surgery I'm recovering from, and then summer finals for college that I've been doing, but I finished my last one yesterday, and simultaneously an update was released for this at the same time, so I thought what better way to celebrate than getting back into it. So without further ado, let's go where we left off. This is right after you snooze with Rune, which I'm actually gonna have to change my thumbnail now, because now that's technically not the ending. Alright. The moon is bright today. Oddly bright for an early afternoon. It hangs in the sky like a giant clock on a perfect blue wall. When I was a kid, I imagined that the moon was a giant light bulb, its surface matted with cosmic dust, the light shining from within. Sometimes I still forget it doesn't glow on its own. Just as all life on Earth, it's all the energy of the sun. Yes, sir. The weather is perfect today. A pleasant 22 degrees. Jeez. I guess I forget they're in Norway. Pleasant 22 degrees. Cloudless sky. The light wind carries the smell of blossoms. Springtime. Time for the earth to wake up again from its winter slumber. I like winter too, as all the other reasons, but they all have their time, place, and purpose. The transitions between them feel especially meaningful. Winter is a time of introspection, I apologize, a pause from the hectic pace of the everyday and an opportunity for transformation. When the spring comes after, it feels like being born anew. Yet the town feels almost eerily calm today, as if nobody wanted to disrupt this quiet stillness. Everything feels frozen in time, like a snapshot of reality. The only sound I hear is the rustling of leaves, and it sounds like beautiful music. Moments like this make me understand why 433 exists. I should learn to play piano. I want to learn to make beautiful sounds and weave them into the ensemble of the sounds around me. Maybe someday I could make someone happy with my playing. That would be enough to make the effort worthwhile. By the way, I want to apologize real quick. I know my accent is a little heavier, so that might kind of throw off my speech, but anyways, moving on. Maybe that person could even be a certain deer. Oh, there he is! It's our boy! Nice old Rune himself. Oh, is he dreaming? I'm back home. The air here is much chillier, and I already miss the feeling of the sun on my face, but I'm happy to have returned. Hey, I'm back! I put the bags with groceries down to take off my shoes, then pick them up again and move to the kitchen. Taking out items one by one, I think of all the dishes I can make with them. I can use half of the carrots, celery, and onion to make strofrito, then use the strofito in lasagna and hoppin' john. I have no idea what that is. The rest of the carrots might go into a carrot cake, or maybe into soup. lentils will go into a... Oh, they're hitting me with all the foreign words. Damn you, Don Course. Lentils will go into a todka. I can make a bigger batch over the weekend, and the rest might end up in a Hansak if I feel fancy. I apologize. I know I'm butchering those, but if you're from that area, feel free to help me out in the comments. I'd be more than grateful. Then I put my paw into my pocket and pull out my phone. But instead of it, my paw reaches something soft and boxy. Ha, it's me in your pocket. It's I, Boxcar the Fox. I grab it and take it out. It's a box of matches. An oddly warm box of matches. And it's getting hotter and hotter in my grip. Oh, we're dreaming. I'm woken up by the beeps of an electric kettle. Oh shit, is his hand burning? Or, I guess, paw burning? I haven't heard my alarm yet. Either I turned it off or I slept through it. Or it's too early for it to ring, and that possibility terrifies me. Groaning, I sit up in the bed and rub my eyes. The first thing I see is an athletic deer wearing only a pair of boxers walking across the room to the window. Hey you, how's it going? That's not what I expected, but I'm not complaining. Although it would have been nicer waking up next to him. That's what I'd hoped would happen. Oh, you're up. What time is it? 6:02 at the moment. That explains why it's still so dark. I set my own alarm to go off at 6:40, just enough time to put on my clothes and brush my teeth before breakfast. But I didn't ask Rune when he wakes up. Apparently the answer is early. Ugh, too early. How was your sleep? I see you're full of energy. Oh, I feel totally dead. I didn't really sleep much. After I woke up sometime after 5 a.m., I just gave up on sleeping. That's why I'm making some matcha now. A cup of that would wake up anyone. Matcha? What's that? Took the words right out of my mouth. I don't think I've ever heard the word, but I'm so sleepy that I can barely recall my own name. That's powdered green tea leaves. When you drink it, you don't just drink the extract, but the whole leaves. Ah, I see. It's fancy. And how about you? You feeling well rested? No. I'm still internally debating on whether I want to leave the bed at all. Sorry for waking you up. I tried to keep quiet, but that kettle has no silent mode. I'm making a cup for you too, that should help. I'm rather skeptical. Honestly, a cup of coffee sounds more appealing now. Ah, my man. I'm right there with you. I don't function without my coffee. There should be some at breakfast, though. I feel like I'm going to need quite a lot of it. Okay, I'm getting up. I'm wearing only boxers, but I don't think Rune would mind, judging by his current attire. My paw pads touch the cold floor, and I immediately feel an urge to get back into the warm bed. But, resilient, I stand up, accomplishing the heroic feat of getting out of bed. Well done. Barely minutes after 6 on top of that. I can really be proud of myself. I already regret everything. Oh, come on, it's not that early. 6 in the morning is the best time to wake up. The world is always so calm at that hour. It's actually true. And you get to see the sunrise. Hell yeah. Would he get mad if I bonked him with something? He probably would. We're above the Arctic Circle, And it's October. Wait a minute, springtime. Are the seasons different up north over there? I don't know a lot about. I know where things are located. I don't know much about the countries though. That'd be interesting, because if it's becoming spring and it's October. Well, that's interesting. Sunrise is like an hour. Yeah, but it's about building habits. Life gets much easier once you have good habits in place. Then it's almost zero effort to maintain them. Give me a moment now. The water should be cool enough now to brew matcha with it. Meanwhile, I walk up to the chair on my left, which I left my clothes on last night, and put on the t-shirt. What in tarnation? What are you doing with a milk frother? Matcha needs to be whisked and mixed with water properly. To speed up the process and save some money, instead of using a chasen, I'm using a milk frother. Chasen is a dedicated traditional matcha whisk. They're usually ridiculously expensive, and a simple Ukiya milk frother works just as well. I took only one chawan with me, but I'm fine with drinking from a cup. If it's your first time drinking matcha, then you should experience it as intended. Oh, that's nice of you. I have no idea what a chawan might be, but it's a nice gesture nevertheless. Okay, all done. Oh, the music. Rune comes back, holding a cup in one paw and a weird bowl-shaped but a lot smaller vessel in the other. I'm slowly getting used to seeing Rune bare-chested and being so casual about it, but I still get a bit sheepish around him. I can only hope he's unaware of how much his presence affects me. Here you go. Well, this looks weird. It's very green, that's for sure. Like fresh grass, or no, better keep it at that. It smells sort of grassy too, although the smell isn't very strong. Don't look so worried, it's just tea. I drink a cup every morning, wakes me up without making me all jittery like coffee does. Not without some hesitation, I grab the vessel, chawan, and take a sip of this weird liquid. And you drink this every morning? Out of your own volition? Are you insane? The taste is strongly grassy with a slight metallic aftertaste. Thankfully, it's not too bitter, not more than a regular black tea, I mean, but it's too hard to swallow. Hey, it really works. I'm not drinking it for the taste, although I enjoy it nevertheless. It's not the highest quality matcha, but it does the job. You get used to the taste. And if you don't, it tastes great with just a bit of water and a lot of almond milk. And if that's not enough, adding some sugar always makes it tastier. Matcha has become a popular ingredient in confectionery and baking, actually. Pairs very well with some sweets. Oh, I have an idea. If they have a tea house in town, I'm taking you there and getting you a matcha latte. That should change your mind. Oops, I accidentally go too far. Nope. I've never been to one. Could be fun. Besides, I'm definitely not saying no to getting to spend some more time with Rune. Would be nice, though I kinda doubt we could find one over here. I'll check on the bus. If there aren't any, we'll think of something else to do. Rune takes a big sip of his matcha and licks his snout clean. Aren't you sitting down? getting bright outside, but this looks a bit concerning. Concerning? Sitting with my back to the window, I didn't notice anything. With a chawin in my paw, I stand up and walk to the window looking outside. As Rune stands beside me, his arm brushes against mine, sending a jolt of electricity down my spine. So wait, what the fuck? This doesn't look like winter, or spring. Well, I guess he did say it was transitioning, so maybe this is spring for them. I don't know. Better don't spill that. Mockshaw stains are hard to get rid of. Yeah, I'll try. The gray, heavy sky is barely illuminated by the sun, still hidden behind the horizon. It's snowing heavily, so much that the falling flakes obscure the view on the mountains. The ground is completely covered in snow. It must have been snowing the whole night. It does look concerning. I hoped it would stop snowing and I could go for a longer walk today. This looks like enough snow to cover me up to the knees. Rune says nothing in response to looking outside. We stand like that for a while, just sipping our matchas, watching the snowflakes dance in the Arctic wind. See, waking up so early is nice. You can take your time with everything and even find a moment to just stand at the window and look. I'm not saying it isn't, but I am saying I'm dead tired and hate everything. Ha! It can't be that bad. Matcha doesn't work as fast as coffee. Give it a few minutes. You know, I might be wrong, but something tells me getting sleep is healthier than pumping yourself full of caffeine first thing in the morning. Yeah, well, I know, but it's a bit too late for that. Do you always wake up this early? Yeah, but I usually sleep better. That's my fault, isn't it? If he's living alone, sharing a bed with someone must have felt weird for him. Hey, don't feel guilty over that. How did you... Well, you have it written all over your face. I keep forgetting he's so perceptive. It amazes me, but it's also a bit scary. I'm not used to having people read me effortlessly like that. Good. Jeez. I often have problems sleeping, and it's a first day in a new place. Even if I was here alone, I likely wouldn't have gotten much sleep either. Besides, I've been feeling a bit anxious since yesterday evening. I didn't get a lot done, and today we have lectures that I hope to learn a lot from. Wait a moment. What did you want to get done yesterday? Well, you know, anything. I have some papers I need to write. I have a program for a uni project I need to work on. I have the songs I'm working on, and I started writing this other thing. But you know we're on a camp, yeah? I think we're supposed to relax here. Kinda, but also not. Remember that it's a science camp. And yeah, I want to wind down and relax a bit too, but yesterday it went maybe even a bit too well. I don't know if it's possible to relax too much. By the way, we should start getting ready. Breakfast is in 15 minutes, and I'd rather not be late. Good idea. Rune goes away to the wardrobe and takes out fresh clothes while I walk over to the chair and put on the rest of my attire. Grabbing my camera bag, I suddenly get an idea. A rather stupid one, so I ask quickly before I have time to think through. Rune, can I take a photo of you? Rune, currently putting on his shirt, stops and looks at me, clearly surprised. I mean, I got an instant photograph camera not long before the trip, and it's a lot of fun, but I haven't done any portraits with it yet. Maybe I should have thought through it after all. If If you don't like the idea, then I'll just drop it. Actually, I like it, but I have one condition. I get to keep the photo. That defeats the point a bit, but I won't argue, especially since he was so kind enough to agree. Alright, just let me take out the camera. So it's good to be spontaneous sometimes. I open the bag and take the camera out, turn it on, and point the lens at Rune. Finding the right frame isn't hard, I only have to get a bit closer so that Rune takes up most of it. Film slides out the camera. I grab it and put it inside the camera bag, but then I notice something at the bottom of the bag. Huh? Rune walks up to the table looking inside the bag with me. Oh. Well, that's pretty great. Oh, is it his... I think I remember, is it his key? At the bottom of the bag, there's the key to my room. It is. Yeah. I had the key with me this whole time. Why would I put the key in there, though? I must have been really out of it yesterday morning. Wow, what a stupid situation. Rune, I'm sorry, I had no idea the key was with me. Hey, it's okay. Even if you had your key, I wouldn't have had anything. I wouldn't have had anything against letting you stay here. Well, unless you'd lied to me about losing your key. But I know you didn't. You look way too surprised for that. I don't really know what to say. Even if it was okay, I can't help but feel stupid about it. It's nice of Rune to try to cheer me up, though. I was afraid he would get mad at me. Oh, thank you, Rune. Man, I really need to work on my attentiveness. Sounds like a good idea, yeah. At least now you have your key back. Along with all my stuff. I should go to my room and change into fresh clothes, but we only have a few more minutes before breakfast. Yeah, I'll go that quickly right after. How's the photo, by the way? Oh, right, I already forgot about it. Instant photos need a moment to develop. Maybe it's done by now. Oh, there it is. It came out pretty nice. Pretty much how I wanted. It's a shame I can't keep it, though. Nice. The angle is quite flattering. Indeed. It's a good photo, Boxcar. I'm not yet sure what to do with it, but it's a nice to have it. I bet it would make for a good profile picture in a dating app. I don't like that idea, though. Rune having a profile on some dating app, flirting with strangers. Why would I care this much, though? The thought makes me very uneasy for some reason. I'll give Rune the photo and try to shake that feeling off. Anyway, it's getting late. I'll go wash my face and we can go. Oh, you're right. I'm all ready. We can go as soon as you're done. Feeling the pressure of time and Rune's eyes on my back, I grab my toothbrush and enter the bathroom. I finished my morning maintenance quickly, grabbed the camera bag not to have it come back for it later, and me and Rune left the room together. He's put on the same clothes. Excited for today's lectures? We'll probably have a few together. For sure, there's a lot of overlap between our studies. My course is more interdisciplinary, so we get a wider but less in-depth knowledge. I'm really excited for one on my brain implants. I bet that's something you're attending too. Yeah, you're right. I'm excited for that one too, although I look forward even more to the one on consciousness. There's also a shorter one on experiments with MDMA on treating traumas and PTSD. 8 was optional but sounded interesting, so I signed up. I read about the topic already, so I didn't feel a need to go. There's a lecture on language pattern recognition in dolphins I'm attending with Miko. The only one lecture we share, actually. All the lectures are split to several different thematic blocks, to which we were assigned based off our studies, but there were also some we could sign up to ourselves. Apart from us, the lectures will be attended by the students from our local university where the lectures are organized. I read a bit about the place before we arrived, and I was surprised to learn it's the world's northernmost university. What a place to study in. That'd actually be kinda cool. If you already read about the topic, say, Buckscar, what's your opinion on the usage of psychedelics for therapeutic purposes? Good shit. Rune asked the question with a casual tone, but I heard a subtle note of tension in his voice, as if he had prepared the question much earlier and not waited for an opportunity to ask. Hell yeah, might be a good idea. Shit, just give him some shrooms, be like, have fun. I mean, if they actually help people. The results of all the experiments so far have been positive and promising. There is social stigma around the topic as well as a lot of legal issues, but ultimately, if they help people, why not? Staying open-minded but critical is important for scientists. There's a long road ahead before these substances can be used in actual therapy worldwide, but these experiments pave a way for that. I see. So, how much do you know about their effects and mechanisms of action? I don't know. Not that much, actually. I should know more, considering it's related to my studies, but we haven't had anything about them yet. I know that psychedelics bind to serotonin receptors and activate them, and that contrary to the popular belief, they're not highly hallucinogenic. And I know that they were being tested for usage in psychotherapy before they were criminalized, and now they're being tested for treatment of depression and addiction. What a funny thought, using illegal drugs for treatment of addiction. True, but they themselves have no potential for physical addiction. Alright, so I think he's kind of for it. They increase neuroplasticity and deregulates the default mode network, the large brain network used mostly for reflection, so they bring a patient to a sort of blank slate state for a while. For the duration of the trip, these habits are suppressed, including negative thoughts and impulses. They come back later, but the patients are better equipped to reflect on them and break free from them. So it's not all straightforward, though. That's just one aspect of it, and it's all more nuanced. What makes you ask about that, though? That's not something I thought I'd be discussing when going for breakfast first thing in the morning. Oh, I'm doing a meta-analysis of various studies on the topic for one of my classes. Having someone else to take a look at the paper before I submit it would be cool. Oh, I doubt I'd be the right person for that, but I could take a look. Great, I'll tell you when I have it ready then. We arrive a bit earlier than 7, the cafeteria is almost empty. Few students that already are here sit at their tables in silence, sleepily staring into space or at the cups of coffee in front of them. Surprisingly, there's no one from the faculty yet. Honestly, I expected more people here considering we're leaving in an hour. That's still a lot of time. If you didn't wake me up, I'd probably be getting out of bed now. Yeah, sorry about that. It's fine though. I hope to at least get to see the sunrise after a nice reward for the early wake up. The world outside is still dark and gray, as if someone drained all the color from it. Oh, it was Miko. Morning, Boxcar. Room. Why are you standing in the middle of the cafeteria? Oh, Miko. Hello there. We just got here and we're looking around for familiar faces. Well, now we found one. How about we sick like we did at dinner yesterday? Good idea. The others should be up for it too. Rune and I grab one table and join it with with the others carefully as the tables are already set. Then I sit down next to Rune, and Miko takes the spot opposite of me. Weird that Devin isn't here yet. He's usually an early bird. By the way, why isn't he sitting with the rest of the faculty? Oh, he could be, but the age difference between them and the professors is greater than between him and me. They don't have many topics in common, so they'd just be exchanging pleasantries the whole time. How old is he? I thought he was around 35 or something. That's actually what I was thinking too. 30 this year. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't expect that. So, how'd your night go? You sleep well? You both seem rather energetic, so I'd assume so. Oh no, I barely got any sleep. Some matcha today morning lifted me up. Otherwise, I'd be barely alive now. I could use some more sleep. I'll try napping on the bus. I didn't get much sleep either, to be honest. Bjorn. Hi, guys. Damn, I slept like shit. Looks like we're not the only ones. Man, this place must have, like, sucky beds or something. What? I missed something? Not much, don't worry. Hello there. Morning. How about you, Travis? Oh, I slept great, thank you. The beds here are great, and I was so tired after the ride that even an airstrike wouldn't wake me up. Oh, lucky you. Why, you have problems sleeping? Had a bit too much on my head. A bit, and Rune woke me up early this afternoon. How could he wake you up, though? He visited you? No, I stayed in his room last night. I lost the key to mine, remember? Oh, I was sure you'd find it yesterday. I mean, where could it go? It's not a big guest house, and we weren't going anywhere else. I found it, actually, but only this morning. Oh, where was it? Well, you see... Miko, why? I really hope no one would ask. Damn you, Miko. Oh, this is embarrassing as hell. I kinda had it in my camera bag. Boxcar, one day you're gonna forget your head somewhere. What was that? I didn't hear. Not important. I hope the food will be here soon. I'm starving. Just gotta change the subject. What do you think we will get? Oh, I hope they serve croissants. I rarely buy them for myself, but I'm hunting for them every time I'm staying at a hotel. It's almost a tradition for me at this point. Pancake again would be nice, but I doubt we'll get the same thing 2 days in a row. My bet is on a breakfast cereal. What else would the bowls be here for? The conversation thankfully switches to food and I'm no longer in the spotlight. Everyone seems to like talking about the food. After all, that's one thing that connects us all. People from all backgrounds, of every class, age, and every profession. Students, professors, millionaires and factory workers, best friends and complete strangers. We all have to and like to eat. In the meantime, few of us went for a glass of juice or coffee from the espresso machine standing at one of the tables near the entrance. The cafeteria slowly fills with people, but even though it's already past 7 o'clock, there are still some people from our table missing. And still no sign of Devin. Oh, that's not Devin, this is Jordan. Morning. Oop, whoops. Jordan walks up to our table, and after the terse greeting, sits down next to Bjorn. He looks composed as always. He still has that cold aura he's had for most of yesterday. Everyone goes silent, likely wondering about the same thing. Where's Lake? Jorgen already made himself a cup of coffee at the espresso machine standing at one of the tables near the entrance, and now he takes a tasting sip, unaware that all our eyes are on him. y'all looking at me like that? How's the coffee? It's coffee. It's always good. If you say so. Where's Lake? He's still in the room. Of course, he overslept. I tried waking him up, but he kept mumbling just a minute more. He's taking a shower now. Should be here in a few minutes. Jorgen seemed more talkative than he was yesterday, though. Maybe he's warming up to us after all. At that moment, Devin walks into the cafeteria with Professor Arn. Attention, everyone. Sadly, we have to start the day with some bad news. Due to the heavy snowfall, the bus won't be able to come for us, so we have to skip today's trip to the town. Fortunately, we won't miss all of the lectures. The university is working hard right now to set everything up for an online streaming, and we will be watching them here in the cafeteria. Oh, jeez, I wish that wasn't so relatable. However, only the lectures held in the main lecture hall will be transmitted. That's all for now. Breakfast will be served in a minute. As soon as Devin finishes speaking, the chatter of students' mixed voices fill the room. The Panther makes his way towards our table and sits down next to Rune with a sigh. Morning, Devin. Is everything fine? Yes, thank you. I hope to have a less eventful morning, but everything's fine. So we're stuck in the guest house. Unfortunately, only until the afternoon. The snowplows should be here by then. Morning, y'all. Did I miss something? Morning, Lake. Quite a lot, actually. The sleepyhead lion is finally here. Do I need to remind you that you were late for lunch yesterday? Besides, breakfast isn't even here yet. As if on cue, the guest house staff enters with a cart of our food. And yes, they have croissants. Each table gets a basket with various kinds of bread, an assortment of jams and pastes, a pitcher of milk, and a bag of corn cereals. There's also a separate dish with some sweet pastry, and one with brunost, as well as regular coconut cheese and a bowl of fruits. Coconut cheese, that sounds pretty damn good. Looks like they don't serve fish in this guest house. Not that I mind, I haven't had it in a long time. I'm not a fan of very sweet breakfast, so I skip the cereal and just make myself a few sandwiches and grab a croissant. I skipped the coffee as I already had a cup of matcha and I can already feel it working. Rune makes himself a few sandwiches too and puts a lot of different kinds of fruits on his plate. Peach halves, grapes, orange slices, and berries. Mostly blueberries, of course. Somehow I thought he would have more for breakfast. Eating light today? I usually eat bigger breakfasts, but since we're stuck in here, I guess I won't be needing a lot of energy for the day. I'm certainly visiting the pool late. And, as we agreed, you're going with me. I don't remember agreeing to anything. Well, he's not giving us a damn choice. Your consent was implicit, I knew. Jorgen, you're not eating anything? Coffee for me is enough. I'll grab an apple or two later. This coffee is like me. Dark, foreboding. No personality. Well, he might have personality. This is just him. I'll have to try his path sometimes. Hey, those Rabarberhorn are really tasty. I'll take your word for it. Stay away from anything that has rhubarb in it. Wonder if cereal with coffee would taste okay. Like, what? Don't. As I'm listening to all the conversations happening around me, a warm feeling arises in my chest. It's been only a day since we arrived, but we already look and act like a group of friends. As poor Lake is so depressed. God damn it, George. Even if we all study in different departments just for the duration of the camp, we can keep together. makes me happy. Boxcar, I stopped eating my Bear horn bit by and look at Miko. Did you take any more photos yesterday? No, not really. I mostly shoot on my digital camera, but I left it in my room and only had the instant one with me. Oh, you have an instant camera? I've always wanted to have one. They're so cool. They are, but cost of film is killing me. Yeah, I bet. Still, I love instant photos, ever since I held one in my paw. I once got an album by a local band at the Indie Records Labels Fair, and when I got back home, I opened the packaging and it turned out there was an instant photo from the recording session inside. Such a nice touch. Instant photos look like small paintings, or windows to alternate realities frozen in time. Yeah, I know what he means. I took a photo of Rune this morning, but I gave it to him. Maybe he could show you if he asks nicely. Really, that's the photo you want to show him? Old Rune, shirtless, and has a flattering pose, like he said. Yeah, so he agrees. Yeah, maybe not this particular photo. Man knows what he's doing. Oh, why not? Well, it's a sort of... I could have had more clothes on myself in it. Dang, what were you two doing this morning? None of your damn business, Jordan. Eat your croissants. Oh, no, I was just getting dressed. If you say so. Jorn, you are merciless. Only sometimes. I'm all done with breakfast, so I grab my bag and stand up. See you all at the lectures. See ya. Later, Boxcar. Thankfully, I don't have to hurry. There's still a lot of time before the lectures will start, but it'll be nice to sit on my own room for a while. Okay, and I think I'm gonna stop it there. I've been going for a good second, and I'm gonna try, if I can, keep these under an hour, so I will continue doing these, hopefully a little more often. Sorry for the delay again. I hope y'all are enjoying this, and please, for the love of Swiss cheese, if you know how to pronounce the shit they put in this game, just tell me in the comments and save my ass. Please. Anyways, with all that being said and done, stay foxy and take care, everyone.